What is up, everyone? Ojo over here from Player Essence, and welcome to another PE Nintendo Switch and gaming news video. Today, we've got some hype topics for you guys, so let's go ahead and get right into it. So, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. This is a game that I know a lot of the ninja out there are waiting for. Yo, this is the only game that I've ever backed on Kickstarter. I've said this before, I'll always say it again every time I talk about this game that's looking to be a masterpiece. And over there on the official Bloodstained Ritual of the Night Twitter page, they had an awesome Twitter post basically hyping up the Nintendo Switch version of Bloodstained Ritual of the Night because they know good and well a good percentage of sales is going to come from Nintendo Switch fans being able to play this game anywhere that they want. And of course, Castlevania has a storied history with Nintendo hardware, so it only makes sense that they would hype up the Nintendo Switch version of it. And as you guys are going to see right here, the official page shows off basically a post saying, today at 505 Games office, we received a strange box from Japan. And in this box here, you see a nice picture of IGA in addition to a Nintendo Switch with Bloodstained Ritual on the Night, which looks to be running on the platform, the title screen. So it's looking like 2018 is going to be a big year. Now, if you go down the Twitter page, they were actually answering fans' questions with funny quips and gifs and stuff like that. So David Hayter is still involved in the mix when it comes to voice acting. The game is still launching 2018, but I think the biggest thing for this is basically to show you guys, like, yeah, not only is it coming in 2018, but we actually got a demo build of the game running on the Nintendo Switch, and maybe we potentially get a demo coming forward in the future. Now, if you're looking at it a little bit more advanced here, there could be other implications of this. Now, just to let you guys know, there is a Kickstarter backer demo that I've played on this channel. You can check it out. Just type in Bloodstained Ritual of the Night demo PC and you'll see it right there. I played the game for about a good 45 minutes or something like that. It was a live stream last year and I thought it was great, and the game wasn't even done. The game wasn't even done. You can tell it wasn't done. Basically, after the boss fight, it just ends abruptly. Like, the game was not complete, and it was great back then. So I can only imagine what they've done in this, what, 7-8 months since I played the game, or however long it's been. And even then, I played the demo late. Like, it actually came out way before when I played it. So they've probably done so many more improvements to the game, and I think that they're going to make sure that the Nintendo Switch version is going to run and look great. Unreal Engine 4, not a huge game in terms of scope and scale, but still a very intricate game when it comes to combat, when it comes to depth. There's a lot of good things in there that hasn't been in previous 2D Castlevania games. So I'm really looking forward to this one, and I love the fact that they're hyping the Nintendo Switch version because I honestly feel this has a chance to be the best-selling version of the game. Is right there on the Nintendo Switch. Once again, indie title, Nintendo hardware, Castlevania, storied history. And if you have a Nintendo Switch, obviously that's probably going to be the system to play it unless you really want trophies or achievements or something like that. But there might even be a built-in achievement system on the Nintendo Switch. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. But overall, are you guys hyped for Bloodstained Ritual of the Night? I know I am. I cannot wait to get it. As soon as they said, yo, you can turn this over to the Nintendo Switch version, or you can change your pledge to the Nintendo Switch version, I have never changed my pledge so fast before. In terms of changing what platform you want it on, I still gave them the $60, the full pledge, but just in terms of changing the platform, man, I switched that over to Nintendo Switch so fast. I had it on the Xbox One, but I had to switch it over, man. I had to. So what do you guys think about this here in terms of this gift, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, and what they're doing with this game? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving into the next article here, we got some more hype news when it comes to Nintendo Switch. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, it's going down. Yo, seriously, this is gonna be pretty cool. We got the version 1.3.0 update, and it launches mid-February, and it adds the new game plus mode, and it fixes a couple different little issues here and there. So the version 1.3.0 update for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 will launch mid-February and add a new game plus mode called Advanced New Game Mode, as well as fix an issue that surfaced in the version 1.2.0 update. Monolith director Tetsuya Takahashi said in a new production note. Here's the full message from Takahashi-san. Quote, in the version 1.2.0 update, there is a bug in certain instances during and after Chapter 7 where a blade linked with a specific driver disappears from the blade list. It only disappears from the list. The blade itself does not disappear itself. This is a bug that occurred during the process of adding the second playthrough element called Advanced New Game Mode, which will be implemented in the version 1.3.0 update planned for mid-February. We apologize for the inconvenience for the about half of the month that remains, but we are working hard on the development of the update, so please give us your patience. More information regarding the specific update content of version 1.3.0 will be shared leading up to its release, so bug fixes, all the other stuff that they're planning, maybe even the content distribution for the season pass. And of course, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is now available on the Nintendo Switch, and it's good to see the continued support, and it's always tricky with game development. And we talked about this with Splatoon 2. When you fix one thing or when you implement one thing, something else just might break, and you might not even know. It might go through completely undetected, and something else breaks, and you're like, oh, what happened here? Like, why is this happening? And you don't even know, so it takes you even more time to fix it. But I'm glad they're on top of things, and I'm looking forward to this Advanced New Game Plus mode. I still need to beat the game, so that's going to be my goal, is to beat the game before this Advanced New Game Plus mode comes out, so then I can start right over on that time. But there's just so many side quests. There's just so much stuff to do. I just want to continue playing the side quests forever and absorbing all of the world, but I have to remember that there is going to be a New Game Plus mode, so I can do it on the second playthrough. I can do all sorts of other stuff when it comes to that, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be some additional benefits, perks, and rewards for playing New Game Plus mode as well, not just the standard keeping your own equipment and things like that. So what do you guys think about the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 update here? Are you guys enjoying the game? I've had so many of you guys message me via Twitter or live stream or whatever it is on social platforms and say, yo, OJ, I'm so happy that you introduced me to this game. I didn't play the first one, and I'm loving this one. I went back and played Xenoblade Chronicles, or I bought Xenoblade Chronicles on the 3DS, and I'm looking forward to whatever this studio does. Monolith Soft is now one of my favorite studios, so I'm glad that I can share some of my passion for Monolith Soft, because I've been a long-time fan of these dudes, dating all the way back to games like this, you know what I'm saying? I've been a long-time fan, and even before then, dating back to their Square Enix days and following what each of these developers did in terms of Takahashi and stuff like that. So I've been a long-time fan of them. They've always made great games. Core nucleus of Monolith Soft has always been amazing, and I look forward to them just doing bigger and better things. They've been working on a brand new Nintendo Switch title, so I cannot wait to see that. Hopefully we get the first glimpse of that this year, but even then, next year is fine as well. But Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is dope, man. I love the game. I think it's one of the best games on the Nintendo Switch. It's easily one of my favorite games on their top 3 for sure. And I just love the continued support, passion, and dedication that the fans and also the developers put into this. And I think that we've definitely left our mark when it comes to Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It's going to be interesting to see how the game does overall when it's all said and done on the Nintendo Switch. I have a feeling that it's going to do really well, though. What do you guys think about this update, the New Game Plus mode, and all the fixes that they're going to be implementing? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving into the final article here, it seems like Atlus put out a survey in Japan basically asking, what platforms do you want Persona 6 on? And Nintendo Switch was included, in addition to a bunch of other systems as well. So these are some of these general surveys. They're not necessarily a big deal to the point to where whatever you put there is going to happen. It's more of just Atlus trying to gauge the response and kind of the pulse of their fans. But I think that if you look at everything, and there was a ton of stuff on this survey, it wasn't just Persona 6. I mean, going over here, shout outs to DualShockers for it. There was a bunch of different things in terms of platforms, like games like spin-offs, Etrian Odyssey, all sorts of stuff. Shin Megami Tensei, where would you like to see those? So if you want the full scoop on exactly what was on there, because it wasn't all Japanese, you can check out the link in the description below over to DualShockers. But I will say this to Atlus. I think your fans probably want Persona 5 and Persona 6 on the Nintendo Switch. You know why I'm going to say that? Because Persona is one of those games, it's a turn-based RPG that would fit really well with the portable dynamic. You have mechanics that are in Persona games that fit so well with the portable nature. That's why a lot of people like Shin Megami Tensei on the Nintendo 3DS. That's why the producer of Shin Megami Tensei 5 for the Nintendo Switch said that, yeah, we chose the Switch because doing stuff like Demon Fusion and grinding out levels is going to be easier on the Nintendo Switch because you can relax on the couch. It's not something to where you need to be up and focus. It's not like an Overwatch or something like that, you know. It's not something to where you need to be like that. You have time in turn-based battles. You have time when you're fusing the demons. You have time when you're just talking, when you're going around towns. RPGs are a natural fit on the Nintendo Switch. It's the reason why your own company has sold tons of copies of Persona 4 Golden on the PS Vita. That's one of the best-selling games on the PS Vita, and one of the reasons why it's the best-selling games on the PS Vita, because not only is it well crafted in terms of the game, new content being added in, but it's also the style of game for the portable play. People like that, and when Persona 5 chose the PS3 and the PS4 instead of the PS Vita, I think there was a lot of upset fans in Japan. I think that the game didn't do as well as it could have. So yes, Atlus, I think the fans would like to see Persona 6 on the Nintendo Switch. Now, I don't mind if it's on any other platform. That's great. I love Persona 5 on the PlayStation 4. I think it's a fantastic game, but half the time, literally half the time, I was on the ground playing the game like this, pressing the X button, because it's one of those games where you don't need to be up, plopped up in a chair every single time in your game room. You can be out relaxing in the living room and play that style of game. So yes, Atlus, please, if you want to make sure you make things right with fans, I definitely think you want to bring Persona 6 to the Nintendo Switch, in addition to PlayStation 4, but I feel that a Nintendo Switch version should definitely be in the works when you guys decide to work on Persona 6. I also feel whatever deal you have with Sony or whatever the case is outside of that, if you can bring Persona 5 to Nintendo Switch, I think that would be an instant buy for many Nintendo Switch fans out there. We've seen games like Disgaea and other titles do really well on the Nintendo Switch that are nowhere near the profile that Persona 5 has built up in terms of review scores and quality and sales. So yes, I think that might be a good option too if you guys can. Now, if you can't, you can't. It is what it is. I've already played and beat the game on the PlayStation 4 in terms of Persona 5, but I'd be more than happy to double dip on Nintendo Switch version and play the game comfortably in my living room. So what do you guys think about what Atlus has to say here? There's lots of other games that they talk about, the Digital Devil Saga and lots of other things. Check out the full survey, like I said, linked in the description below. So what do you guys think about this? Would you like to see Persona 5 and Persona 6 potentially on the Nintendo Switch? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of Player Essence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon and YouTube live gaming page and consider supporting Player Essence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool benefits, perks, rewards, and emotes for your YouTube sponsorship. So check out the link in the description below. Consider supporting Player Essence right here on YouTube. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to Player Essence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you, Ninja, for the next video. Peace.